Hello there guys, and welcome to the daily updates. The ad hoc committee is getting closer to completing its mandate, but before they do that, they have to deal with two problems that they've come across. One being Paul O'Sullivan, who has disrespected members of parliament, the EFF, the MK party, and the other being Brown Mogotsi of Recent, who was supposed to be appearing this week, but he decided that he's not going to appear because there's requirements which, if are not met, he's not going to appear. Basically, what Mogotsi is saying is that, well, I fear for my safety. I can come to the ad hoc committee and present the side of my story, but in order to do that, I need to feel safe. And for me to feel safe, it is not just going to be about Parliament providing me with bodyguard security and all that. I want my bodyguards to be paid by Parliament. Basically, I'm going to select bodyguards and they come to Parliament, and Parliament is the one that is supposed to pay them. Well, let us not waste time. Please listen to this.
The mogotsi is not in a position to appear before the committee tomorrow. If you remember, Chair, Mr. Mogotsi demanded that we should provide him with protection. I think it is his own people. And then I contacted Parliament's protection services for them to look at the issues that he was raising around his security. And the offer that he was given was that he can come to Cape Town, and then as soon as he lands, there will be protection offered or escorts offered. Mr. Mogotsi refused that offer. He says that he doesn't want to be protected by people that he doesn't know. He prefers to have his own people protecting him, and he was requesting that Parliament must fund that for a period of 7 days. Yesterday, I contacted him so that we could book flights for him. I requested him to provide me with his ID number so that I can arrange flights for and accommodation for him. And then he told me that he would not give that unless the security details that he wants is in place. So that is how far it is. But before the meeting started, I spoke to Advocate Mogotsi, who was under the impression that Mr. Mogotsi is coming, because apparently that is what he told her, that he will be landing today. But I don't know if he bought his own flights or what, but he never indicated to me that he was coming. So there is that confusion. That's all that I can say, Chairperson.
Well, from what I understand, the protection of most of the witnesses were either paid by the witnesses themselves or was offered by Parliament. Parliament would basically say that we are going to offer you a few policemen who are going to fetch you from the airport and take you to the hotel. From hotel, they are going to escort you or protect you into the ad hoc committee. That's how it has been done. But with Mogotsi, he wants to have his protectors being paid by Parliament for 7 days. So this guy basically says 7 days, you pay them. He is probably going to appear for 2 days, but he wants to get Parliament to pay him. This really shows the disrespect that has been shown by these people for some time, and the audacity of a man that says, I'm an informant and I had a mandate, is now coming to say to Parliament that, well, pay me. I know Parliament has money, so they have to pay my people in order for me to be safe. And one question that would come to mind is, who are you, Brown? Who do you think you are? If really Brown was the man that really could have his way with the rest of them, Abo Vusmus Matala and all these people, does he really think that Parliament would be so stupid to even pay for his protection? I mean, they're doing him a favor by saying to him, we are going to offer you protection from our side and we are not paying for your side. They're doing him a favor. Basically, they should not even bother themselves about that, because he's one of those people who's been fingered in all these corruptions. So basically, pay for yourself. We go back to the issue of Madlanga, where they were speaking about the 2 million that were being deposited, that were being withdrawn from accounts. Pay yourself through that. so that you don't make mockery of Parliament. And it goes back to the issue of Paul O'Sullivan, and now you have a guy like Brown Mogotsi. They don't respect Parliament. Well, the latest is that they're going to subpoena him. The same with Paul O'Sullivan. But the question is, what is going to come out of the subpoena? Leave Brown Mogotsi alone. What is going to come out from issuing a subpoena for this guy, Paul O'Sullivan, because he says, I'm no longer in the country? This man is probably not coming because he's already listed one of the houses that he owns on the market to say that I want money for this house. It shows you that the guy is prepared to go. On the other hand, Brown Mogotsi thinks Parliament is just a club where you can play games, and I think they should make an example with him. They are almost concluding with their work, and before they end, make sure that this guy is the first one to go to jail because he's disrespecting the platform which is being offered to him to say, come and tell us the side of your story. And he knows that the members of Parliament are not going to listen to those lies that he's been telling about King Misizulu, Mukwanazi, the CIA. They are not going to entertain that because he knows that he decides that the only way out will be for me to say, pay my bodyguards. And if they don't, I don't come. But unfortunately for him, he's going to be forced to come. And when he comes, they must make sure that he regrets the day he started speaking about being an informant. In case he doesn't, jail might be awaiting him.
Honorable Nomvalo, Honorable Skosana.
No, Chair, that's not okay. For one reason, Chair. We developed an instrument for this committee that we will use for our protection. The terms of reference are very clear on what must happen in instances like this. This does not need a meeting. This is a sign of refusal by Mogotsi. The only thing that the legal team must do, they must subpoena him to come here. So I don't know really that what is it that we must discuss about when the terms of reference are clear as to what should be done on instances like this. So Chairperson, this does not need discussions, doesn't need a meeting. We can't hold a meeting and put Mogotsi as an item, a person who undermines this committee. All of us here are protected by people we do not know. When we come from the airport to here in Parliament, when we come from our villages to here in Parliament, we don't know those police people. But because it's a protection that has been given to us by Parliament, we respect that. And we have confidence that Parliament can't sell us out as easy like that. So this does not require a meeting. Mogotsi must be subpoenaed, Chairperson, today, not tomorrow, because we don't want a stigma here at the tail end of our proceedings or at the tail end of our work as the ad hoc. That will say, because we have run out of time, then there's nothing you can do anymore to bring Mogotsi here. It must happen as soon as possible. Thank you very much.